I want to do almost like a bit of a quick fire thing, because I want to just get your take on these brands. So what I was going to do is just ask the same questions to both of you, and the first description, one word answer, what comes to your mind, just say it.
All right, cool.
So Jacob, Rolex.
First word to describe Rolex is, I'd say solid.
Harvey, Rolex.
The best.
Cartier to you.
Stylish.
Cartier to you.
I'd probably say trendy.
Richard Mille.
Unique.
Richard Mille.
Crazy.
Audemars PK.
Smart.
I'd like to say slick.
Patek Philippe.
Different class.
Patek Philippe.
Yeah, the Holy Grail.
Yeah. So out of all those watches, them brands, which one would you say is the best?
Rolex.
Why?
I think Rolex because out of all those brands, Rolex is the only brand that doesn't need to advertise. Doesn't need to do any marketing if it doesn't want to. You go anywhere in the world with a Rolex and people would recognise it, and it's got... You walk to some jewellers with a Patek Philippe or a Richard Mille, the jewellers might be a bit wary of it. Don't want to buy it. Price might go down, the price might... It's not really for me. Very expensive watch. Rolex is just like bang in the middle. Like I said, so iconic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I called it solid, because it's just solid. I think Rolex is the one brand out of Patek Philippe, Richard Mille and Audemars PK, which is solid, like the prices. And like Harvey said, you can go anywhere in the world with a Rolex and no jeweler would think twice about buying it off you. Where with the other brands,
they're a bit skeptical.
Yeah.
I've left the brand off of here because there was once upon a time when I was younger, it seemed to be like the go-to watch. And I still feel like, but not behind the scenes, but in sport, they're really trying to give it a good go. And I reckon if I lived in another country, I think I would see them a lot more. But there are certain watch dealers that completely slag them off online.
Yeah.
Hublot.
Yeah.
What's your take on Hublot?
I think Hublot is not the best made watch in comparison to the other brands we just spoke about. But I think the main thing what Hublot do wrong, it's still a luxury brand, it's still a great watch in my eyes, but what they do wrong is they offer too much discount on their watches in opposed to the other brands which offer none.
And
So
they're too accessible.
Yeah, that's it.
You can go into any store, watches, Switzerland, Maplin and Webb, and you'll pick up a Hublot, for example.
All the
And
models are available.
all the models are there. They're in the counters. They've got the prices. They're available. There's no waiting list. It's different to Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars PK. You're on a waiting list. We can sell Hublots for under retail, and that kind of shows that they haven't, I don't know if we could say marketed themselves properly, or they're just making it, yeah, like I said, too accessible. You can go anywhere in the world, any shop that sells watches, and you'll be able to pick up a Hublot.
It's such a shame because they actually look kind of good. I have actually got one and I never wear it. It's been in the safe for many, many years. It's a Big Bang skeleton face. And when I first got it, I picked it up from a jeweler, a brand around the corner called Marcus, which is no longer here now. It used to be right next to Cartier. It shut down a few years ago. And what you just said there, I went into a shop. I think it was £19,100. It was.
What discount did you get?
The thing is, I didn't even ask for one.
Yeah.
And they said, come here, like that. And anyway, so a guy called Chris, what was his name? Anders? He used to be a jeweler in Hatton Gardens, and he took me there because I said I was after Hublot. I'd sort of bought into the whole hype of it at the time.
They look cool.
It's got rose gold on it. I think it looks really nice. But like I say, I never really wear it. It's too bulky. And went in there, expecting to pay full retail price, and the guy went, "Oh, come here." And it took me around the corner, and I ended up paying I think I paid close to 14 grand for it.
Yeah.
And it was great at the time because I was like, oh, this is great. But now looking back, it's like you gave me a discount for something I didn't even need to give a discount to.
If someone gave you a discount on something, then that's brand new. Then when you come to sell it second hand, where do you sit? Because the guy who wants to buy a second hand one could go in there and get himself for the same sort of price what you're trying to ask. So.
Do you sell a lot of Hublots?
No, we probably have one in stock or two in stock at the moment.
Okay.
Whereas we probably have 150, 200 Rolexes, 50 to 60 Audemars PKs, and probably like 8 to 9 Richard Milles. So yeah,
What do you sell the most of?
Rolex.
And when you say you got the stock, is that what you own, or is it clients that have given it to you on consignment for you to
We
sell?
have a little bit of consignment from clients and customers, but yeah, most of it's like what we own. Yeah.
Okay, if I walked in and said, right, yeah, I'm going to buy something I like, yeah, and all that, you know, the stuff that you should say, but come on, guys, give me some advice here. I've got £1 million. What should I buy? I want it to be a good investment. What should I buy?
I think stainless steel Rolexes.
Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't buy one watch. I'd probably buy with £1 million. You could probably buy yourself 30 or 40 very special pieces with £1 million. I would say I'd go for Rolexes. I'd maybe get one Patek Philippe, one Audemars. Could even settle with one Richard Mille, but I'd mainly invest in Rolex.
I think there's an analogy which I always say to people, which is if you used to go fishing for the weekend, you've got more chance catching a fish with 10 or 20 fishing rods in the lake than you've got trying to catch one big fish with one fishing rod. So, like Jacob said, £1 million, spread your bets, go and buy all different types of Rolex or other brands as well. But you're better off doing that than buying one Richard Mille for £1 million, for instance, and hoping it will go up.
Want to ask you a very similar question to what I just did with the first word that comes to your mind about a brand. If money was no object, and you could both answer this together, money was no object, what Rolex would you buy? Now, I don't want to hear, I'll customize what, I'm just talking about a straight model.
Yeah.
What would you buy? Money is no object, Rolex.
I'd buy a Rolex Presidential Day Date in yellow gold.
Yeah, me personally, it'd be the Rolex Daytona Platinum.
Audemars PK, the same question. Money is no object.
Probably buy an Audemars PK offshore on a rubber strap. I think a bit sporty.
Yeah, me personally, what I'd buy, no money, I'd go for Audemars PK Royal Oak, and it'd probably be an open work, so the skeleton in stainless steel. I prefer stainless steel than rose gold.
I prefer stainless steel, and I think the one that you bought over the other week, but that was in rose gold, was I'm trying to remember now.
I did tell you this, didn't I?
40 millimeter.
37.
37. I don't know why I went up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's really nice, that watch. Okay, Richard Mille.
I'd go for the RM30 titanium.
I'd go for the Pharrell Williams with a spaceman on it.
Yeah. How much is that watch?
I think it's about 3 million.
Patek Philippe. What one would you go for if money was no object?
I'd go for the 5990 rose gold with a blue dial.
Yeah, me personally, I like the 5980R. So it's the older model of the 5990 rose gold with the black dial.
You know what I would go for? I would go for the Tiffany dial.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How much is that watch?
3-4 million?
Yeah, it varies from 3 million up to 10 million. It just all depends who's got one and who's got one for sale at the time.
Yeah, because I'm a bit skeptical with it because I like it a lot. I think it's a really, really cool watch. I think it's clean looking. And I like the fact that it is stainless steel.
Yeah.
And because of that face change, it makes it a whole different...
My choice is a bit average now.
But so, it's stainless steel and it shouldn't cost that much money. Yeah. But because it is so much money, I don't know. There's the psychology of it I just really like. Even though I love the rose gold watch.